Hello YouTube! In this video, I will share this productivity tool that I've recently discovered, named Focusmate. In order to demonstrate the tool and inform you about it, I was joined by the founder and CEO of Focusmate, Taylor Jacobson. This is not a sponsored video. I just like the tool and I like creating meaningful content about personal development, which is why I'm sharing it with you. Focusmate is a community for connecting with accountability partners who will keep you in company for 50-minute sessions. The user interface is a calendar displaying the people that you can book a session with. Alternatively, you can book an empty session and wait for someone to join. In this case, I found Taylor and I booked a session. You can join 10 minutes prior to the start, and when you're both there, you obviously greet each other. Hey Tyler, how are you doing?
Hey, Gustav. I'm good. How are you?
And lay out your plans for the session. What will you work on, and what do you intend to finish? My intention with this session was really to have a chat with Taylor. So here's the thing, I'm running a YouTube channel about personal development, and I was thinking about making a video about this tool called Focusmate. So in order to make that video, I wanted to have a session with the founder and CEO of Focusmate. So Taylor Jacobson, it's great to be with you. I did my homework and I know who you are.
Awesome.
Then you leave each other to work on your respective tasks.
All right.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck, Gustav.
Most people seem to prefer if you both have the camera on and the microphone muted during the session, but you'll have to negotiate that in the beginning. The most common communication method during the session will be the chat. It's useful for writing down a plan and updating your Studybuddy during the process. In the end, you catch up with each other and talk about the session and about the progress you made on your respective tasks. Perhaps you'll also have a discussion about whatever really. I've already had some quite random discussions. As for the discussion/interview with Taylor, where you get some insight about Focusmate, here it is. How did you come up with the idea of creating Focusmate, and why did you decide to put that idea into action?
I came up with the idea, I guess there was like two parts. Part one was I started working remotely about 10 years ago, and I had a really hard time. Gosh, it was really demoralizing and like affected my mental health and well-being. And that just really motivated me to study, behavior change, productivity, personal growth. I didn't actually figure out anything that really worked for me at that point in time, but fast forward to just a few years ago, and I was just talking to a friend who was also working from home, and we were both struggling, and we were close enough that I felt comfortable just sharing this kind of fantasy that I had. So it's like, if I could have anything I wanted to help me be focused, here's what I would ask for. And so I just shared with him this idea where I said, hey, let's get on a video call. And what we'll do is we'll share our exact intentions with each other for what we're going to do. And then we'll write them down in the chat. And then we'll just keep each other company while we work. And then, as we make progress, we can give each other little updates, and then we'll check in at the end and just talk about how it went. So yeah, I just had this intuition, like this is something that will work for me. He and I tried it and it worked really well. And like immediately it was just like, oh, this is so useful that there's gotta be a lot of other people that would really benefit from this. And, why did I put it into action? I think that's a longer thing that has more to do with my life history and why this was just something that was really at the intersection of something I had studied a lot and had been affected by a lot personally, and so was really passionate about, and just something I felt like I could really do, that I would regret it if I didn't go for it.
That's interesting. And now this vision is available to, anyone. You can sign up for an account and get started. So now the target audience for this is really anyone working from home. And when hearing your story, I came up with the idea to share this with my friend, of course, because a lot of them are struggling with this working from home concept. So I think you have more insight in Focusmate than most people. You obviously created a tool and you've been using it for over 2,000 sessions. So what are your tips to make the most out of this 50-minute session that you get with a stranger?
Oh, I think this isn't really a direct answer to your question, but the number one thing is like, just try it. I think I know I was scared to do my first session with someone who wasn't my friend, and it's my idea. And so I think that's really common. And what I found and what I think really everyone finds, as soon as they try it and you meet your first partner, it's like a sense of relief of like, oh, this is awesome. Like,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, and you can tell your own story, but you just feel this connection. And it's like, oh, we're both here because we're human and we want to have each other's backs, and it actually feels really good. So that's really my number one tip is just show up and do it. And the structure is so simple. You don't have to, there's not a lot of other tips necessary. So
that's a good answer to me. And well, I can relate to my experience with this. I didn't know if I would like the tool because the concept is just so different from anything that I'm used to. And I'm over 80% of an introvert, so I didn't know if this would give me energy or drain energy from me. But I mean, it's very fun to work with a stranger and be very concentrated on your work. So finally, I think that Focusmate is a great tool, but there are always room for improvement. So would you give us some insight about the future of Focusmate?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we're really just getting started. I think that one important thing that we're focused on right now is how can we create a greater sense of connection, belonging, camaraderie. The way the nervous system works is if we feel really safe, like you do, imagine like a puppy with the puppy's mom or something. Like, what happens is our nervous system actually improves blood flow to the brain, and we can focus and we can problem solve. And so, if you and I are just having a really good dynamic, that's going to actually help both of us focus. And that's part of why Focusmate works. So the question is really, how can we find the best partners for you? From the first moment that you join Focusmate, can we connect, your address book? Can we enable you to join communities of people that you're already familiar with? Even if you haven't met all of them, you might say, I want to join a community for other people who are vloggers, or other people who live in my area, whatever it is. Yeah, those are some of the things that you can expect going forward.
Well, that's very interesting because I was about to write a piece of feedback about justice, how you can connect with people. By the way, this is the sound that you get when the session is completed, so we're gonna end very soon. And that sound has jump scared me a couple of times. I got it. But my experience is that there aren't many people in my age that is doing this, so I actually wrote this in my bio that one potential improvement would be to match with people in a similar age. But I think I got it figured out, and unless there's anything else you want to add, I want to thank you for your time and wish you the best of luck in your life and in the future of Focusmate.
Thanks, Gustav. The only thing I'll add is just, for those of you watching, we would just love to have you join us and give it a whirl and let us know what you think.
You can try this tool yourself by signing up for a free account on Focusmate.com. The free version will give you 3 50-minute sessions every week. That's all I wanted to share in this video, a tool that has helped me with my focus, scheduling, and productivity. Thanks for watching. This has been Domino Development, and peace out. Thank you very much, and peace out.
All right, see you, Gustav. Bye.